boys and girls. Today, Mrs. B is going to give you your third reading tip. And here's one of the most important things that you can do. The only reason we read a story or we read for information is to understand it. So I need to read with the intent to understand. So how do I do that? Well, the first thing you're going to do is when you're reading a story, at the end of every page, you're going to check your comprehension. You do that by asking yourself, who was this story about? Who was this story about? And then, what happened to them in this part of the story? Now, if you're reading a nonfiction book, those questions are just a little bit different. Hopefully, you've picked a book that has a topic you're interested in. It might be volcanoes or dinosaurs or different kinds of animals. But when you get to that page, you're going to remember, first of all, what you already know about that topic. And then you're going to ask yourself, what did I learn that was new on this page? What didn't I know? What did I find out? So you're going to check for comprehension. Let's put this up here so we remember it. The second thing you're going to ask yourself the entire time you're reading is, does it make sense? If you're having to tap out words, a lot of them or a few of them, and suddenly you realize the story isn't making sense to you, or the information you're receiving doesn't make sense to you, it could be that you have read the words incorrectly. It might be time to go back, check those words again, use the pictures, if there are some, use the other words in the sentences to give you a clue about what the word is. Then you might want to reread the page with the correct word. Please remember, when you're figuring out a word, you never ever just guess a word that starts with that letter. There's way too many words that start with the same letter in the alphabet. So make sure you're using your tapping skills, your context clues, and your picture clues to help you figure out words in your story. Remember, check for comprehension. Check for understanding.